Much more than like.
Much more than like. Like you can like something, but you still may not feel satisfied. So for example, if I ate dinner, if I had a really good dinner, I may have liked what I ate for dinner. At the end of dinner, if I really liked what I ate, and I ate enough, I feel satisfied. I feel fulfilled. I liked it, but satisfied is more of the end result of after you did something.
I can't satisfy you.
Yeah.
Fond of. Fond of.
Fond of?
Yeah. What's that mean?
Fond of.
Like.
Okay, so fond of would be more associated with the word like.
More
So,
than like.
it's more than like. I mean, to say I was fond of something would mean like I have an admiration for that person. So if I say I'm fond of him, one of my friends, that means I have a deep admiration, a deep respect for, that I have a fondness for him. That goes probably a little bit more beyond like, that there's more of a respect there, there's an admiration there. I admire that person.
You fond the person, you fond the people.
Yeah, I'm fond of people. Yeah. Not every, yeah. I am.
Such as a man like a woman, you fond of her.
Yes, exactly. They should be fond of each other if they're together. So that's what that sentence, that's what that phrase means. Are there any others in there that you want to discuss? Okay. Well, feel free to shout them out if you have anything else. But for now, let's move on to conversation, which is page 20. And so this is going to be a practice conversation, asking about furniture and places to live. And I'm going to have two people. One will be the agent, and one will be, well, I guess three people. There's agent, Mr. Pitt, and Mrs. Pitt. So three people I'm going to have help me. But basically this is, when it's your turn, you'll ask or say whatever your sentence is in this conversation. And just keep in mind, especially when you're asked, when it's statement sentences versus question sentences, how you might say that sentence. So, agent, do you mind being the agent? Mr. Pitt, another guy. Do one of you guys want to be Mr. Pitt? You want to be Mr. Pitt? Okay. So agent, Mr. Pitt, then Mrs. Pitt. Who wants to be Mrs. Pitt?
Mrs. Pitt.
Do you want to be Mrs. Pitt?
Yeah.
Okay. So Mrs. Pitt, agent, Mr. Pitt. So you can go ahead and start. So we're going to read through this conversation, and all three of you are going to be in your roles. So go ahead.
Good morning. May I help you?
Yes, my wife and I are interested in renting a house during the summer.
We want something near the beach, if you have it.
Do you want a furnished house or an unfurnished one?
Furnished, but we have our own cheese and towels.
Very well. How long do you want the house for, or the summer?
No, not all the summer. Only for 2 weeks.
Well, I have one available bus, but I am afraid I can't let it for less than a month.
My holiday is only for 4 nights, but I think my brother and his family would take it for the other 2 weeks.
Is the house in good condition?
Yes, it is. It has just been repaired and it has all modern convenience.
Wonderful. Let's take it, John.
Not so fast, even we haven't seen it yet, and we have no idea how much it costs.
Thank you, guys. So what's Mrs. Pitt's first name?
John.
Mrs. Pitt's first name?
Eve.
Eve. Yes.
He-
And what's Mr. Pitt's first name? John.
John.
Okay. Any questions on any of that? You guys did a good job.
I think
This one is wrong. I am what I am.
My wife and I are.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So the
Sorry.
oh no, you're good, because this is a common sorry, closing the lid on these things. My wife and I. So even though, and this is one thing I had to go through a lot, even when I was taking this class, but my wife is singular, I is singular, but together, this is, yeah, together it's two people. And so when it's two people, you would use the plural verb, which is are. So my wife and I are. Now, if I just covered up my wife are, that wouldn't be right. If I just covered up, if I covered up my wife and said I are, that wouldn't be right either. But together, being plural, my wife and I are is right. Okay. Skip 21. Skip page 21. It's stupid. I don't know if there's much point to doing that. Okay, so now we're going to start doing some exercises on our own. And so we're going to spend probably the next, let's do the next 5 to 10 minutes doing just exercise 1. So actually, on page 22, actually let's do 1 and 2. So noun modifier is number 1. There's A through J. Number 2, there's A through F. Number 1 is, so let's read through number 1 real quick. The articles a, and the are modifiers of nouns. In the following sentences, insert a, and, or the in the blank space if it is necessary. If it is necessary. Now, do note that some of these nouns or noun phrases will not require the use of a, and, or the. So let's just do number 1 for right now. But go through A through J by yourselves and decide whether or not in the blanks there should be a, and, the, or nothing at all. So take just do 5 minutes to do all the steps to number 1. And you can write in these if you want.
Thank you.